Miss Techie.
Yeah?
Catch.
Ah!
Your thoughts on the notch?
Well, I'm not a fan of the notch because it is offering nothing more than a way for Android filmmakers to copy the iPhone X. With that said, there's no way to hide the notch on the S3X, so you might have to get used to it like I did, or download a notch remover app.
Or just buy a phone without a notch.
True.
Anyways, I'm indifferent about the notch, but what I care about is
the camera.
I wasn't going to say that.
Really?
Okay, what I care about is the camera. So, what about it? Is it better than the S3?
Well, how about we take a look at some pictures? Now, you can tell that the X has a brighter look, but I like the way the S3's colors looked natural. The same can also be said of this picture. You get bright colors on the S3X, but deeper and natural looking colors on the S3. On the other hand, I like how contrasted and detailed the X is when it comes to outdoor shots. As you can see, the clouds look darker on the X, and this can be seen in this shot. You can see some details here. Now, the portrait mode also had a good edge detection, plus there's a way to edit the blur in post-production. But I noticed that you don't need a secondary camera to achieve this effect. So, moving to the video quality, not bad, but the S3X lacks EIS, so expect some shakes when handheld. Now, for the front camera test, I compared it with the 16MP camera on the Nokia 7 Plus, and I noticed that the S3X had too much highlight, making the shot look slightly overexposed. And as expected, this can cause loss of details. See how I can't even read the words in the frame. But where the exposure comes in handy is in low light conditions.
Any more complaints?
Yes, for one, there's still no Pro mode, which is a slight bummer for people like me. I mean,
No, not for people like me, Sha.
Shut up!
Stop saying that, we are age mates.
Please, just shut up. Anyways, I also noticed a couple of seconds delay while taking pictures with the front camera. So check this out. Once I take a selfie, it actually takes like 2 seconds for the picture to reflect in the gallery. So I'm thinking the AI camera could be the main culprit.
Yeah, about that. How does that AI camera thing come into play, Seth?
Well, like I mentioned in my unboxing, the AI camera on the S3X is just an advanced beautification mode. Nothing more, nothing less. And yeah, it can get you looking from this to this.
In other words, the AI camera can get you looking from the way you look to the way I look. Anyways, can you hide the navigation buttons?
Yes, you can, but you can't customize it. What you can do is to get rid of it altogether and use gesture controls. Yes, just like the iPhone X. So you can swipe up on the right side to go back, center to go home, and left for recent applications. But I noticed that I could no longer access Google Assistant, so I switched back.
Kiki, did you miss me?
Miss Techie, my African queen. I miss you like an idiot misses the point. All the winchy no fit stop our love.
Let's talk about the display. Is it any good?
Nothing exciting. I mean, you only get a HD Plus IPS display. I compared it with the Nokia 7 Plus, which has a higher display, and I set both devices to 50% brightness. Now, during the test, I realized that the S3X is really bright, but as a result, the colors aren't as saturated or detailed as it should be. On the flip side, thanks to the brightness, sunlight visibility is okay.
Well, that is an average display, but is the battery average too?
No, it did well. I was able to get about 7 hours of screen on time with extensive use. And yeah, depending on how you use it, you can get up to a day of use. So charging the device is also fast to an extent. And I said that because even though it doesn't come with the fast charge feature by default, I was still able to charge my device in 2 hours 33 minutes.
Not bad. So how does the 3GB RAM cope with RAM management?
Well, it is fast to an extent. You may recall that this comes with a Snapdragon 430 chipset and Adreno 505 GPU. So while using the device, you might notice a second delay with opening applications. And as far as RAM management is concerned, with everyday applications, I can get around 2 to 8 applications running without them refreshing, and I monitored this to be around 2 gigs of RAM. But as expected, you can't multitask effectively with a lot of heavy applications in the mix. I also noticed a couple of frame drops while playing games like PUBG with frame rate set to medium. But things became better after I changed the frame rates to low. But that aside, the S3X handled other games like FZ9 well, and as far as overheating is concerned, I think you're pretty safe.
I actually expected the opposite because Hot S3X. Anyways, can the S3X handle my Glow 4G LTE?
No, it can't, but it can handle other network.
This uses XOS 3.3 Lite. Anything new?
Nothing significantly new, but I noticed that Infinix has added a couple of features like game mode to the notification bar. They have also made Google Files Go to be the default file manager. I also noticed a safe mode icon when you press the power button. But here's the thing, I'm not so keen about the launcher. For one, I get constant notifications, and even though this can be disabled, I don't get why they were enabled in the first place. But yeah, these aren't deal breakers since you can always use a third-party launcher.
Man, the notifications can be a bother sometimes. By the way, this thing uses face unlock, Abby?
Yes.
Wait, so you can lock my phone because we look alike?
Of course, everyone knows that face unlock is not secure. Where have you been, Toby?
Anyways, guys, the face unlock is not the fastest, but it is quite efficient. Then there's a fingerprint sensor, which isn't super fast, but was definitely faster than the face unlock. Hey, Mr. Key, will I be able to use my Google Cardboard with this? And what are the benchmark scores? Not that I care for them though.
Sadly, the S3X doesn't come with gyroscope sensor, but here are other sensors it supports. Also check out the benchmark score for those interested.
So at this point, I want to know if the speaker is loud enough for me to, get my groove on.
Not really.
I think this went well.
I think so too.
High five! By the way, what about the previous giveaway?
Well, I had to put it on hold because I found out that Infinix was going to launch the S3X. But let me know which one you want me to give away, the S3X or the Note 5. And guys,
alright, thanks to all my fans worldwide who wanted me in this video. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Did you mute me? Payback time.